Okay, here's a training on all the USANA products. So I'm gonna go through each products and explain to you a bit. I won't go in detail of the ingredient, of all of that, because you have the booklet, the product information booklet that you have in detail what's inside the products, all the ingredient, all the nutritional values and all of that. So you can always refer to that booklet to have those specific information. What I'm going to share with you about the products is more my personal experience, who you could recommend them to, what benefit will they give to people. That's what we'll look at, because as I told you, you can always refer to the booklet information for all the details. So let's start with our main products, the products that I recommend to everybody. Everybody knows that when they ask me, like, Natasha, what would you recommend for the X situation, that health problem or whatever, I will most likely and 95% of the time say Cell Essentials. I think they're like the foundation of our health. It's like we don't build a house starting from the roof. We build the foundation, and it's exactly what Cell Essentials are. They're the foundation for health, for all the nutritional need. They're the daily buffet to make our cells super healthy and vibrant and glowing and optimal health. So what does the Cell Essentials contain? There is one jar of the Vita antioxidant and one container, I guess I could say not jar, container of the core minerals. So the core minerals, it's all the essential minerals that our body needs to be healthy. And basically, I could just resume what the minerals do. They are the construction worker. They are the one that are gonna fix work on the muscle, the fiber, they're gonna feed the hormones, they're really the construction worker that's gonna repair things that need to be repaired, and they're gonna nourish what needs to be nourished inside of our body. So let's leave it that way, that simple. And each minerals and the core minerals have specific benefits, but we won't go into detail. That's something you can look into the internet. But what I could tell you, for example, I think that every woman, men also, but especially women, should take the core minerals, because all the hormonal system, so thyroids, adrenals, are there what they need to, what are they being fed with or nourished with? It's omega-3s, minerals, and adrenal needs B5 and vitamin C also, among other things. So even I think women, to be healthy, they need the Cell Essentials and they need the omega-3s, because our hormones are so important. This is what direct everything in our body. And if our hormones are out of whack, we are completely out of whack. So our hormones need to be one of our top priority, with many other things, but hormones need to be super healthy for us to feel amazing, for our hair, for our skin, for everything to be healthy in our body. Vita antioxidant, there's basically antioxidants. So you have all the B families, all the other antioxidant, like vitamin E, C, D, E, all of that, and other things. You can look at the ingredient list. So basically what antioxidant does, they protect our cells. That's how you can see. Our body, we constantly have free radicals in our body. Free radicals is produced with stress, with just the breathing. So when you're working out, you're producing way more free radicals than normally, even as working out is healthy. Bad food, toxin, all of that. So our daily modern life is creating a lot of free radicals. What free radicals are is that they are oxygen molecule that are becoming unstable. And when they're unstable, what they do is that they're a bit freaking out, so they will attack our cells. And when they attack our cells, they will, our cells, if being attacked too much by free radical, they will become damaged by the free radicals, and cells won't be able to do what they are supposed to do, which is helping us be healthy, they won't be able to reproduce as well. So it will lead to degeneration of our health, and it will create like a space for disease. So antioxidants are protecting our cells, and in the days that the modern day living, you want a lot of antioxidant to protect your cell, because you're going to slow down the aging process. You're going to protect yourself from free radicals, and just feel and look much more younger and feel amazing. So what's the benefit of all of that? More energy in the long run, the skin, the air, the sleep. When people have like chronic pain and stuff like that, it can help that, like it's just like so many benefits in the long run. But what we see in the short run, what people see more is sleep. They sleep much better and way more energy, but it's going to have an impact in everybody's general health. So all of us, we have different weakness. So it's going to go and improve probably the weakness we have, depending on what it is. The Cell Essential contain the IntelliGen technology. I'm going to do a little quick resume of what the IntelliGen technology is, but there's also a video in the leadership school that you're asked to look at. But basically, IntelliGen technology is called cell signaling. So it's a combination of 9 nutrients, if I remember well, that is talking to your cells. Your cells are all constantly being talked to say like, hey, do this, do that. It's like the body and the cell's language. But as we get older, our cells become a bit hard to talk to. They're becoming deaf a little bit. So USANA find a combination of nutrients that can talk to cells again and optimize their natural process. For example, now the IntelliGen will tell your cells to produce their own antioxidant, and the antioxidant, my God, from that comes from your body are 100 times more powerful than the one that comes from our food. So that means one antioxidant in our food will neutralize one free radical. One antioxidant from our body will neutralize 100 free radicals. So much more potent and powerful. So check out the video. Oh, and what IntelliGen also does, the second thing, first, it nourishes the cell. Second thing, it protects with what I just told you with antioxidant being produced by the body. And the third one is energize, if I'm not mistaking the word. But basically, what it does is each of our cells produce energy. But when they produce energy, they also produce garbages, like toxic waste, I could say, which damage our own cells. And the more we age, the less energy is being produced and the more waste are being produced. So with this new IntelliGen technology, it will increase the energy production and decrease the waste production. So that means slowing down the aging process. Amazing thing that we want in our body. So check out the IntelliGen video in the leadership school for more detail about that. My second products that I recommend to everybody, Biomega. So fish oil, they have a triple distillation process, which means they're taking out all the heavy metals, like everything that shouldn't be in this oil, everything that's not, that's making that the oil is not pure. They've taken out all of that. They're filtering all of that. So we have just pure fish oil to feed our body. What I recommend fish oil for? Everything. Skin, hair, heart, all cardiovascular system. Take out the toxin in your body. All the cartilages, so they're lubricated. Brain, super important. So memory, like all the health brain. Like just to give you an example, I pretty much like 98% eat plant-based, but vegan people would say that I'm not vegan because I'm taking my Biomega morning and night. But to me, my brain is much more important than anything else. And I totally believe, my belief is that there's nothing else that feeds the brain better than omega-3s. So I want my brain to be super healthy. I want to grow old with a sharp brain. So I'm taking my Bio-Omega every morning and night. Super good for memory and concentration. So if you have kids, like teenager, I guess, that have deficit, or people with attention deficit, you want to give them Bio-Omega. They will help them a lot. What else? And I'm forgetting something with Bio-Omega. No, pretty much that. So you want to skin disease, like skin problem, all of that. Beautiful hair, beautiful nails, beautiful skin. Eyes also, there's studies, but after that they're saying there was not that studies. But hey, people that have high degeneration, Bio-Omega would be also really great. I think I've said it all. Cholesterol, someone that has cholesterol, you want to make sure they have good fat. Good fat is so important, like normally ratio omega-6 versus 3, 6 and 9 versus 3 would be 1-to-1. But in our society, because there's 6 and 9 everywhere, in the oil, in the grain, everywhere, we now have a ratio of 20-to-1. So 20 omega-6 to 9 to 1 omega-3. So we really need to increase our omega-3s to balance this ratio again. So if people tell you, oh, I'm eating lots of fish, oh yeah, are you cooking your fish? Because the moment they cook their fish, they're killing all the omega-3s, because fats are super, super sensitive. They, as soon as you cook them, they're very sensitive to temperature. So as soon as you cook them, you heat them, they lose their property. Same with nuts. If people are eating nuts that are grilled or roasted, the benefit of those nuts are pretty much, or from the oil anyway, are gone. So omega-3 for everybody. Profafenol C100. Profafenol C100. Maybe I'll go in system. Yeah, I'll go in system. So that's going to be easier for you. So that's the endocrinian system. That one, omega-3s. We also have vitamin C. So pure vitamin C. Very good for the winter to boost the immune system, very good to prevent cancer. High dose of vitamin C for cancer. It is one of the vitamin that you can give to cancer patients. Same as vitamin D. Super good for the skin, for muscle recuperation, collagen. So people are like, oh, I'm getting sick, I'm going to take vitamin C. No, take vitamin C all year round. It is a super powerful antioxidant, and we want to make sure we have it in our body. Vitamin D, another super important antioxidant. Most people are vitamin D deficiency. Even in Australia, where they have lots of sun and they're on the beach, they are vitamin D deficiency because the sun is not directly in Australia like it is in the equator. So the people are not assimilating or absorbing vitamin D as much as they could, and people are putting sunscreen. So the moment, and don't tell me, oh, I go play outside. You would need to be naked every day for 15 minutes between 12 and 2 o'clock. If you work in an office, you definitely don't have enough vitamin D. Vitamin D is so cheap. It's so secure that you want to take every vitamin. They are secure anyway, but are safe. But vitamin C, D, every cells of your body have a vitamin D receptor. So you want to make sure you have enough vitamin D. Vitamin D is good for your immune system, for your heart, for your brain, for fertility, for so many things, like multiple sclerosis. Is that how you call it? Parkinson's, everything, like the list of problem associated with vitamin C, D deficiency is super long. Heart problem, hard time losing weight. It is one vitamin. If it is the vitamin that you don't want to not take, because the impact on your health can be great if you don't have them. It's even more efficient than the vaccine towards winter cold. So it, like, people, honestly, like, I want to say it like that, it's going to sound like a bit intense, but people that are not taking vitamin D are jeopardizing their health. That's how much vitamin D is important. And look, people like doctors are prescribing vitamin D. Vitamin D is added. They increase the vitamin D in milk, but that's about quality in the milk, and you don't want to drink milk anyway. So vitamin D is super important. Do some research towards vitamin D. It's so important. Another product in that system is the proglucamine. Just gonna do something here. Okay. Okay, because all the products were mixed. So proglucamine is a newest product, which is basically has which mushroom in it? It has mushroom. I just don't remember the name of the mushroom. So yeah, organic reishi, shiitake mushroom, and yeast. So it's a powerful antioxidant, very good for all the intestine digestive system. If you have people with allergy, people that have difficulty with their digestive system, people that are always sick, it's very potent to strengthen the immune system with and it's combining medicine, herbal Chinese medicine with modern science. So very good products to strengthen the immune system. So anybody that has chronic disease could take this product. Anybody that have allergy, could take this product because it's going to really strengthen their immune system. I'm sorry, I'm just going to take that back. I don't know why I did that. I lost. Yes. So another one is USANA. So USANA is the multivitamin for kids. So they say on it from 2 to 12, but if I would have kids, I would definitely start sooner. So it's the same as I told you for the multivitamins, so same benefits for kids. They have no sugar, no preservative, no colorant in it, no colors, artificial, anything, like it's natural. So what we've seen is that kids that are used to eat very sugary will have a hard time adapting to Nutrimilk, USANA, because it is sugar sweetened with stevia. But that sugary stuff is not good for them. But very good products for kids. And I honestly think that we all should take vitamins, but especially kids, because when you think about it, kids are growing, are developing. Now all the system is being formed and growing, and you want to make sure they have all the nutrients they need to become this healthy, amazing human being. And kids don't eat what you want them to eat, so they need nutritional support and vitamins on top of their as healthy as possible food. So USANA is the key, and you combine them with the BioOmega Junior, which is omega-3s and vitamin D. It's a little pouch with a gel in it. It tastes like mango and peach. It's super good. I like it. Mango and peach? No, mango and pineapple. I think it tastes really good. And you want to give BioOmega Junior to your kids so that their brain grows and develop in the most optimal way that they can be. It's very good for their memory, for the concentration, so that they calm down. We've had amazing results for kids. I know one lady that was telling me that she was giving the vitamins to her kid one every second week because the dad didn't want to give vitamins, and one day she got her son for 1 month, so she gave him vitamins and BioOmega Junior for 1 month. And when the teacher met her, she was like, I don't know what you did to your kid, but he's not the same person. He's concentrating, he does his work, and she explained that she gave the vitamin for a whole month, and the teacher was like, if you sign me a paper, I'll do it. I'll give him his vitamins when he's at his dad, because he's not the same kid. And I told that to another of my friends that his son just got diagnosed with autism. And she started giving to him, and she's like, Natasha, he's so much calmer. So like he does games by himself, and I've never done that. So if you have kids that are super turbulent, you want to give them USANA and Biomega, but you want to give them to every kid so they grow up super healthy, that they're not sick. So, you know, like do it for yourself. If you're sick of getting up because your kid is sick, then give him the multivitamin and the Biomega Junior so you'll sleep. We have the Body Rocks for teenager. So USANA from 2 to 12. Body Rocks would be from 12 to 18. It's adapted to teenager because the hormonal growth, it's different during that period of the time. So it's the multivitamin adapted to teenager. Some adults have a hard time digesting the cell essential, so you can still give Body Rocks to adults. It's just not as potent as cell essential. But it's the multivitamin, so same benefit as I told you for USANA, for cell essential. Body Rocks is for teenager, adapted for hormones, but some adults will use Body Rocks in some cases. Even someone that don't have the budget for cell essential, you can give them Body Rocks. You know, that could be a great option. Coquinone, so that's for the cardiovascular system. Coquinone, we have Coquinone 30 and Coquinone, is that English? Yeah, 30 and 100. It's the same products with different concentration. So Coquinone is basically coenzyme. Coenzyme is the vital energy that's in your cells. It's what makes our whole body function. It's what makes your cell function. If we didn't have coenzyme in our cells, we would die. As simple as that. Vital energy. And starting at the age of 40, coenzyme is starting to slow down. Like the production, our body products coenzyme, like make its own coenzyme, but as we reach 40, this production slowed down. And as we age, we have less and less production. So coenzyme is a great antioxidant starting at the age of 40. So to make sure that our cells keep producing this coenzyme. If you know someone that's suffering that has high cholesterol and that's taking medication for that, I really don't approve of this medication. That's a long story. I got my dad out of this medication. I would never tell any of my clients to do that because we're not allowed to do that, but it was my dad, so I did it. I spoke with him. He did his research, and we realized lots of stuff, but it's a big scam. That medication. If I'm shocking some of you and you want to talk about that, like let me know and we'll talk. But yeah. So there's lots of stuff on that. So if you know someone that's taking the medication, one of the side effects is that it's reducing the production of coenzyme. So if they're after 40 and they're taking the medication, which is most likely, you want them to take coenzyme to make sure that they have enough coenzyme in their cells. One of the side effects is people are like, they have pain everywhere in their body. It's because of the reduction of the coenzyme. Coquinone would be awesome for athletes that have long, like strain and long-term like endurance, like marathon or stuff like that. Coquinone would be awesome to help them increase their performance, but also to recuperate after their sport events. So great for athlete Coquinone. Great for people that have also cardiovascular problems. Ginkgo. Ginkgo is made with ginkgo. So ginkgo is good for the cerebral, the brain. For memory, like it prevents all illness related to brain, degeneration of the brain and all of that. So great supplement as people are aging to make sure that they start sharp memory and to protect yourself from degenerative disease, degenerative disease that are in the brain. Health Pack. So the Health Pack is like a box with AM and PM pouch, and each AM and PM pouch is, you have the Cell Essential, so 2 core mineral, 2 vital antioxidant. You have Manical D, which I'll talk later, which is calcium and magnesium. And you have a O Booster, that's a very powerful antioxidant which is found only in the health pack or the My Health Pack. We cannot buy AO Booster individually. So the health pack is great for people that are always on the go. So you just bring your AM PM pouch. I would add, the only thing that I think is missing to the health pack is the Biomega. So if people buy the health pack, make sure they get the Biomega, and I would add vitamin D at least in the winter. Yeah, for vitamin D, in Canada, they recommend 1 per day, because that's what Health Canada tells you, that only 1,000 UE of vitamin D per day, but the experts are all in agreement that it's too low. So in the summer, I'm taking 3,000 UE, and in the winter, I'm taking 6,000. So so with the health pack, I would add Biomega and vitamin D. HEPA Plus, that's the digestive system. So HEPA Plus is, how do you say that in English? I'm gonna find that. So it's broccoli extract with, Tistle Mary, not sure it's the right translation. Broccoli extract with, let's see if it's gonna tell me here. Yeah, milk thistle extract. It's a plant. Broccoli extract, broccoli concentrate, green tea, and the USANA patented olive oil extract. So all of that is in the HEPA Plus is for the liver function. So your liver is what filters everything in your body, like caffeine, all the toxin, everything that you put on your skin, on your hair, goes inside of your body. It's filtered by the liver. In our daily world, the liver is working very, very, very hard, filtering everything, because we're surrounded by toxin. We eat toxin, we drink toxin, we breathe toxin, and we put toxin on our skin. So our liver is really working hard. So some people will do it as a cure, like a little detox every season. I like to take it on a daily basis, because I want my liver to function at its optimal health and to get rid of all the toxin out of my body. So I take the HEPA Plus on a daily basis. I think it's a very important supplement also. Palmetto Plus is for men, for prostate, you know what I'm saying, no? So for men that have when they go pee, they feel like they're not finished, but they're finished, or there's always like the last drop. It's very good for that. Very good to help them have an erection also. Palmetto has, like, I know testimony of men with amazing result. So I think it's starting at the age of 45 that we would want these men to take that, just in prevention. So Palmetto Plus, awesome for men's prostate. For the woman, we have phytoestrogen, which is for women's hormones. So if you have women with mood swing, hot flashes, night sweats from menopause, this is a great product. It's also a great product for women that wants to be pregnant and don't have regular cycle. So you want to give them that. It's also very good for cardiovascular and bone health. So very good products for women. And I would give even before women get into menopause, so to prevent, like you could do something like that, because that's when women get into menopause, most women, their estrogen goes down. So phytoestrogen will bring up the estrogen level again. Some women will have too much estrogen, so we have to be careful not to give Palmetto Plus to those women, phytoestrogen to those women. We also have prenatal Cell Essential, so same as Cell Essential for women that want to have children. Even women, like I could take prenatal is essential, but if women knows as a young age they want to give birth eventually and have kid, I would get them on their prenatals right away. There's more folic acid and more iron. It's basically the same thing, but there's a few little difference. So for women that wants to have children, you get them on the prenatal, and they get, like, even if it's like 5 years before they want to have children, it's just going to prepare their body. Procosa, one of my favorite products, the products that we have the most result with, it's glucosamine with we have the intelligent vitamin C. It's really for joint support, and the results are just amazing. So for people that run, play hockey or any sports like that are joint CrossFit training, you know, like all people that their joints are being very solicited, amazing products. I know a hockey player that couldn't play hockey or had to put like a prosthesis for his knee, and he started taking Procosa, and he was like, Natasha, it's a miracle. I don't need my prosthesis. I don't know how to say that again anymore. Amazing for all inflammatory disease, oh my God, I don't know how to say that. Arthritis. I'm just gonna put it here. Arthritis, excellent for arthritis. And what's the other name? So anything that's the inflammation. So arthrose, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So arthritis and osteoarthritis are all inflammatory problem. So you want to give those people Procosa. My aunt had really bad, at the age of 56, really bad arthritis. She was always like that because she didn't want people to see her finger. And she started, it's been a bit over 2 years that she started Procosa. And every time I see her, she's showing me how her fingers are less swollen, how they're getting more straight, you know, and she's like so happy of this product because of that. I broke both of my ankle, and I stopped taking the Procosa for a while, and because I trained CrossFit, like it was always on my ankle, my wrist, and they started hurting again, and started taking Procosa, and boom, it was gone. It's like, I call it like the miracle products. Like the results are just incredible with this product. So you want to give it to athletes, people with inflammatory disease. It's going to really help. Profavanol C100, it's very good. It's in the cardiovascular system. So it's like I would give Profavanol between 45, and after 45 or 40, I would give coenzyme. Profavanol is vitamin C and red grapeseed extract. It's the hybrid technology of USANA. So when you put those two together, they become very potent. It's like 1 + 1 = 3. So very good for the cardiovascular system, very good for the skin. It's like Botox in capsule. Very good to recuperate after like intense training and intense sport performance. It will help you recuperate much faster. It helps balance the blood pH also. Most of us are totally acid, so we want to bring down our pH. So amazing products. Like I think either Profavanol, and now I'm going to switch because I'm 41, so I'm going to switch to coenzyme, but I might just keep going one of one every day. I'll check. But Profavanol, great products. Pure Rest is pure melatonin. Pure melatonin, I don't know how you say that in English, but you understand. So I help you sleep. And what's important with melatonin, it can not be too concentrated, because what happens is like people are high concentration because people will fall asleep and then wake up in the middle of the night when it was too much for them. So you want to have it lower, and like the one of USANA is really, it might not work the first night for some people, but you tell them keep going, and after a while, boom, like they're gonna sleep like a baby. They're really, really good. I know that people that can, and they should take it for 2 months and stop. So they shouldn't be taken every day because putting your sleep hormone a bit lazy. So you want to, it's very good for when you're jet lagged also. So you don't want to take that product on a yearly basis. You want to stop sometimes. Digestive enzymes, so that's in the digestive system. So I always carry these products in my purse. I have some at home. Some people have aspirin. I have probiotics and I have enzyme. Enzyme are what are going to break down all the food so you can digest it easier and assimilate it better. Our body produces enzyme, but again, as we age, we produce less enzyme. Fruit and vegetable have enzyme, but as when they're cooked, they lose their enzyme. Or if you buy like canned fruit, like they won't have any more enzyme. So you want to make sure you have enzyme. They're good, like they're super important for every system of our body, but especially to break down the food. USANA enzyme will break down protein, fat, lactose, and plant-based protein. So super, it's good for every type of food. So you take them before your meal. You can take them before you go to bed as a detox products. They'll go kind of like destroy all the protein that hasn't been assimilated by the body, and that's kind of like in suspension in the blood, which is not very good. So it's going to go break down that. So it's a product that I love and I take, and it really helped me with my digestion because it's my weakness in my body, my digestion. So for me, probiotic enzyme and EPA Plus are super important. And during Christmas, some people can take them daily when they have really digestive problem, but you can also always keep them with yourself. If your belly is bloated, you have a hard time digesting, take some enzyme. During Christmas, when you go to a restaurant and you know it's going to be a bit harder to digest, you want to take some digestive enzyme. The other digestive products is probiotics. So probiotics is super important for the intestine, and there's so much bacteria in our intestine. It's called a microbiome, and you have good bacteria and you have bad bacteria. You want to make sure that you have more good bacteria than bad, because as soon as bad are taken over, it's going to unbalance all your microbiome, and you don't want that. The microbiome is like key to our health. You cannot have digestive issues and be healthy. If your digestion is weak, you need to focus on that. You need to poo every day. That's like the first thing to start with. And you need to make sure your microbiome has good bacteria. There's more neurons in our digestive system, in our intestine, than in our brain. The studies are like that. It's being studied extensively right now, and even USANA is working on the microbiome project right now, because they're realizing that health start with a healthy microbiome. They're even realizing that people with obesity have a different microbiome than thin people, which is help because of their unbalanced microbiome, they have a hard time losing weight. People with an unbalanced microbiome will take more calories from the same meal than someone with a healthy microbiome. Sorry, someone threw something on my balcony and I got scared. So you really want probiotics for your health, and it's also your immune. 70 to 80% of your immune. Some people say 70, some people say 90. So between 70 and 90 of your immune system is in your intestine. So you want to make sure that you have a healthy microbiome, so your immune system is strong. So probiotics, the probiotic of USANA is super strong. You'll see some people are like, oh, but this one has way more probiotics and bacteria than USANA. Yes, they put a lot because their bacteria are so not resistant, so they need to put a lot to make sure that they get to the intestine, because not many bacteria survive from the acidity of the stomach. So they put lots to make sure that few are getting to the intestine. So USANA probiotic is super resistant to the acidity of our stomach, so they will get to the intestine and they will put good bacteria in your intestine, and you don't take USANA probiotic every day. The recommendation is every second day, and even the day that you're not taking them, it's still like working in your intestine. And it's the only known probiotics as today that I know that you don't have to put in the fridge. They've been packed in little pouch, but as soon as you open the pouch, you want to consume them. So if people tell you that they buy probiotics in drugstore on the shelf, it's most likely that all the probiotics are dead. The bacteria are dead, so they won't do much in their intestine. If some people tell you, oh, but I eat yogurt. Oh yeah, you eat yogurt and tons of sugar in your yogurt. That's counteracting the effect of the bacteria. So it's not doing anything. And old days yogurt was good for your intestine, but now they use bacteria that will ferment it rapidly. But that won't be especially good for your intestine. So it won't do anything if they take yogurt. Another product, the USANA Magnical D. I'll be super honest with you. I'm not big into to give calcium tablets to people. I think that we have more than enough calcium in our especially for women like under 45. We have enough calcium in our daily food. If you eat, like, I don't eat I don't eat dairy products, and every year I get tested for my calcium, and it's super good. I have the calcium in my Cell Essential, and the calcium that I'm eating in my grains, in my beans, in my vegetables. There's enough calcium in our daily nutrition. And calcium, plant-based calcium, is way better absorbed by our body than milk, because the milk is the calcium is too potent, is too concentrated in the milk. And what this does in your body is that it's putting your body acid. And when the body is acid, what does it do? The bones are releasing all the minerals to bring back the pH at a normal level. And when you have no more minerals in your body, you can assimilate calcium. So the calcium will go and accumulate in your joint in different places. So people have how do you call that? Kidney stone often are due because calcium is not assimilated. Like something in the feet also. I don't know how you call. Thorn and lino, I don't know if you call it like this in English, but all of that is calcium that's accumulated and creating calcification in your body. So that being said, I'm not big into maybe you're thinking, oh, but osteoporosis, what about that? It's totally proven that calcium is not helping bone density by not at all. Look at countries that are eating lots of calcium, that doctors are prescribing calcium for women. We, North America, have the Nordic countries have the most osteoporosis rates, and we are the country that eat the most dairy products. If you look at countries that have no dairy products, they don't have osteoporosis. Vitamin D is the key for bone density. So yeah, I'm not big into calcium. That being said, USANA's tablet, Magnical D, now what I love is that they increase the ratio of magnesium to 1:1. So you have as much magnesium as you have calcium, and magnesium is super important. Magnesium or soil or mineral deficiency. So we don't have enough minerals in I forgot to say that too when I was talking about the core mineral. Our soil are completely depleted with minerals. And look at all the people with thyroid problems. Zinc is feeding the thyroid. Zinc and what's it? I have a blank. Iodine especially is feeding the thyroid, and a lot of women are suffering from that. So magnesium is very important for all the muscle relaxation. It helps relax the body. So a lot of people are needing magnesium in their nutrition because they don't have enough in their food. So I said I didn't like magnesium, calcium, but I love the Manical D because it will help all the muscular system. People that have a hard time sleeping, it will calm them down. People that are really stressful, it will calm them down. Someone that's stressed, you want to give them a Cell Essential, you want to give them the Biomega, and you want to give them the Manical D. Super important because it's going to calm them down and it's going to protect their cell from all the free radical that they're causing with their own stress. That I talk. Vision X is for the vision. So the eyes with pollution and all of that, and the UV, the sun, the eyes are really being bombarded and creating free radical inside your eyes. So to protect your vision, people that have their weaknesses around their eyes, you want to give them Vision X. It's a super good supplement to prevent eye degeneration and to optimize the health and the vision. Just want to make sure. I think that's all the nutritional. So that's our first line. As you know, USANA has 3 line of products: nutritional, which is all the vitamins, food and energy, and Cell Essential. So let's go into food and energy. My computer is loading. So if we start with food and energy, USANA has, I'm going to do another video instead of having a long video.